The left-wingers see the tyrannical element of the Great Father in corporations, and the right-wingers see the tyrannical element of the Great Father in the government. So it's projection. You know, I mean, it seems to me like a radical oversimplification to assume that all the evil is embodied in the government or all the evil is embodied in corporations. It's like, you know, we should be a little more differentiated than that. So all corporations are not the same, obviously, and all governments are clearly not the same, and all governmental policies are clearly not the same. But people are lazy, so they don't want to do the differentiation, and so what happens is that the archetypal representations possess them initially, and they fail to differentiate them. You know, and they're pretty happy about that because their theory explains everything. You know, I talked to a guy a while back, and he's a pretty smart guy. And I was thinking about this issue of corruption. I was trying to think, I thought, how the hell did some countries get not corrupt? Because I cannot figure that out. I cannot understand how that can even be possible. And for me, that's a massive mystery. Like, I can imagine digging through that for like 30 years trying to sort it out. And he answered in 2 seconds. He said, well, it's government. I thought, you know, all that means is I don't want to think about that. And so here's my one-word, low-resolution answer that covers 50,000 snakes at once. It's not helpful. You know, all it does is convince him that he possesses knowledge, because he's using low representations to encompass huge swaths of the complex world. Like, I would never say that there's a utopian solution to the problem of the Great Father. I would say you're stuck with the positive and the negative. You're stuck with it. Now, I think through diligent effort you can keep the positive on top of the negative, but you don't do that by sacrificing strength. You know, you don't get rid of tyranny by weakening society. All you do then is you increase the probability that when tyranny bursts forth, it's going to be far more brutal than it would otherwise be. You know, you increase the benevolent element of society by increasing its competence and power. So you make it more powerful, not less. Now that doesn't mean more oppressive.